Yo, imagine this, the most advanced stealth fighter on the planet, worth over $80 million, designed to be basically invisible. And yet boom, it's hit. Not by luck, not by accident, but by a system that doesn't even use radar. So the real question is, how did Iran almost take down an F-35? And is stealth already outdated? Stick with me, because we're breaking down exactly how it happened, from secret heat tracking tech to next-level missile systems, and the wild counterattack strategies that turned the entire battlefield into a high-tech chess match. This is modern warfare like you've never seen before. Let's clear something up real quick. Stealth doesn't mean invisible. Yeah, the F-35 is a beast. Its design, angles, and radar-absorbing materials make it nearly impossible for traditional radar systems to detect. We're talking radar cross-sections so small, they can look like a bird on the screen. That's crazy. But here's the catch: stealth mainly defeats radar, not heat. And that's where things get interesting. The F-35 runs on one monster engine, the Pratt & Whitney F-135. This thing is insanely powerful, but it comes at a cost. It produces a massive heat signature, and in today's battlefield, that's like walking around in the dark with a flashlight taped to your chest. Modern air defense systems don't just rely on radar anymore. They use something called infrared search and track systems. These systems don't emit signals. They don't ping radar. They just sit quietly, scanning for heat. No warning, no alert. So how does a heat-seeking missile actually lock onto something like an F-35? It's all about that engine plume. Once the missile's infrared seeker detects that intense heat signature, it locks on, and now it's game on. But the F-35 isn't defenseless. The jet is equipped with something called a distributed aperture system. Think of it like giving the pilot 360-degree vision. 6 infrared cameras track everything: missiles, threats, even incoming heat signatures. The moment a missile launches, the pilot knows. And then, it turns into a physics battle. The pilot pulls high-G evasive maneuvers, hard turns, insane speed changes, and deploys flares. What are flares? Basically burning chunks of magnesium. The goal? Trick the missile. Make it chase the flare instead of the jet. And sometimes, it works, but not always. If the missile gets close enough, even if it's fooled, it can still detonate using a proximity fuse. And that explosion, it doesn't need a direct hit. Shrapnel, shockwave, damage to control surfaces. That's how a stealth jet can survive, but still get hit. Now here's where things get wild. Iran isn't just using basic missiles. There's growing speculation about systems like the 358 missile. It's not just a missile. It's not just a drone. It's both. The 358 acts like a loitering munition. It flies slower, hangs out in the sky, just waiting, watching. Then when it detects heat or movement, it strikes. No radar, no warning. If paired with a ground-based earth network, that's a stealth killer. This incident flips the idea of total air dominance on its head, because now, even the most advanced stealth jets can be tracked, without radar, without detection, just by heat. Now zoom out. This isn't just about one missile or one jet. This is about full-scale modern warfare. The US and its allies executed something insane, a perfectly synchronized, multi-domain attack. This tactic is called time on target. Missiles launched from submarines, cruise missiles from ships, bombs dropped from stealth aircraft, all hitting different targets at the exact same second. That's not random. That's math. That's precision. That's shock and awe. But here's the real kicker: before the bombs even dropped, Iran's defenses were already compromised. Using advanced electronic warfare and cyber operations, systems were fed false data. Radar screens showed fake targets. Then came the decoys, hundreds of small drones designed to look like full fighter jets on radar. Imagine being an operator seeing an entire air force heading your way. You fire everything and waste it. That's when the real strike comes in. F-35s slip through, undetected, precise, deadly. This is where stealth still shines, not in being invisible forever, but in choosing when to be seen. And none of this happens without logistics. We're talking massive aircraft carriers acting like floating cities, jets launching every 30 seconds, refueling mid-air, staying in the fight for hours. This is industrial-scale warfare. The strikes came in waves. First wave, destroy air defenses. Second wave, eliminate missile systems. Third wave, hit infrastructure. Like dominoes. Even after all that, Iran wasn't out. Missiles, drones, counterattacks, bases hit, airspace locked down. It's escalation. So what does this all mean? Simple, stealth alone isn't enough anymore. Heat detection is the next frontier. Warfare is becoming digital. The F-35 didn't fail, but it was challenged. And in modern warfare, that's all it takes to change the game. If you made it this far, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. Catch you in the next one.